from NBC News, this is Today with Katie Couric and Matt Lauer. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Anyway, coming up, we're going to, I'm sure you appreciate that, we're going to show you the results of a focus group that judged the ads live using so-called people meters. Did the new supposedly tamer ads score with viewers? We're about to find out. Now to the game within the game, the Super Bowl advertising blitz. The New England Patriots are now the NFL champs, but at a cost of $2.4 million per 30-second spot. The stakes were also high last night for advertisers. So how did TV's most expensive commercial score with Super Bowl watchers? For the 17th year in a row, USA Today let viewers decide the best and worst ads. 300 viewers in Austin, Texas and Tysons Corner, Virginia were paid to watch the Super Bowl, but their eyes were on the night's other competition.
Getting everyone together for dinner.
You certainly are in a pickle.
Priceless.
Armed with sophisticated handheld meters, these viewers could register on a second-by-second basis how much they liked or disliked a commercial. Throughout the 4-hour broadcast, a computer averages the score. The ad spiking highest at any given second is judged the big winner. Donnie Deutsch is the host of CNBC's The Big Idea and also chairman and CEO of Deutsch & Company, Deutsch Inc. Ad Agency. And media reporter Michael McCarthy is with USA Today. Hi, you guys. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
All right. How would you sum up last night's commercials in one word?
Non-event, 2 words. But
Yeah. Well, it's hyphenated, I
okay,
think.
they're a little you know, obviously this is kind of the post-Janet Jackson thing. There was a big brouhaha last year that a lot of the ads were kind of silly. And I think advertisers overreacted a bit. I just thought there was no big news in the Super Bowl overall.
Would you say boring?
I don't know, Katie, if I would say boring, as I would say family values.
But you can still be clever and have family values, and I didn't see many clever ads. Did you? A few.
Well, they weren't exactly throwing the bomb. They weren't taking chances trying to create the great ad. They were trying to sort of play it safe. And that's what we saw last night.
But isn't that the test of great advertisers, where they can take good, clean humor and make it really fun and exciting and different and creative?
Well, really, yeah, but also being kind of on the pulse of what's going on. I actually thought the best ad that resonated was the Bush ad with the servicemen coming and servicewomen coming through the airport.
Well, wait just a second. I didn't ask you that yet.
Okay,
You just hold on. We have an order here. Okay, first we're talking about Anheuser-Busch. And I know you were talking about Anheuser-Busch. We'll get to that ad in a moment.
Okay,
But Michael,
I love when you discipline me here.
That's because you're a mama's boy, which we'll get to in a minute.
Am I the only guest that gets abused every time I'm on?
No.
Okay, I don't.
All right, so Michael, let's talk about the one that the crowd that you guys put together, the viewers who were watching with those meters. They liked the Anheuser-Busch skydiving ad, right?
Yeah. Anheuser-Busch won for the 7th year in a row with Skydiver. The great thing about this ad that our consumers loved was the humor. They want to laugh on Super Bowl. The funnier, the better.
All right, I must have been doing something like raiding the refrigerator when this ad ran, so let's take a quick look.
Okay.
Are you ready? Wow! Go! Wow! Are you ready? I can't do this. No! No way! Not even for some Bud Light?
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light.
See you, dude! Wait!
It's all here.
That was cute. Why do you think that works?
It works just what you heard. People laugh. I mean, it's very simple. It's a basic thing that these guys are crazy. They'll do anything for beer, and the crew has spoken.
Let's talk about, Michael, some of the newcomers to the Super Bowl ad wars. I guess AmeriQuest had 2 ads that placed under the top 10. Or in the top 10. Why do you think they were so effective? And do you think anybody knows what AmeriQuest is after all is said and done? I think we have actually some video of the robber ad, which we can roll under as we talk about it, Joe. I thought this was a little bizarre.
Yeah.
Did you?
It's a very good point. A lot of our consumers in the poll said, I don't know what AmeriQuest is. I don't know what it stands for.
Is that the guy from Napoleon Dynamite, by the way?
You're getting wrong.
I'm not sure.
I think it is.
But I think the ad worked because of the surprise. People love to have the rug pulled out from under the Super Bowl.
See, I wanted to So Mike brings up an interesting point, whether they know what it is or not. The whole the poll is a bit flawed, excuse me, because let me laugh at a given moment and I love the ad. Yet at the end of the day, if you not only don't know what the ad is for, but even if you knew what it was for, you didn't get the message, it's not successful. So that's a little bit of kind of an Emperor's Clothes thing with this whole USA Today poll. Excuse me.
Actually, if I could answer that, Katie, I think the poll works very well. It's about the Oscars of advertising. Super Bowl commercials are meant to entertain people. If you want to try to bore somebody into paying attention, do it on another show.
But I'd love to take a poll to see if anybody actually understood what that message or a day later remembers what
is AmeriQuest.
I mean, there you have it.
Mortgage company.
But you saw that. You saw that ad. You watched it. This is a day old. This is
also,
not a year
I didn't
old.
like the tagline, "Don't judge too quickly." I didn't understand. What does that have to do with a mortgage company?
Yeah, it was a little esoteric.
You have to hit me right in between the eyes for me to understand these things.
Mama's boy.
Let's move onto careerbuilders.com. So I understand all three of them placed in the top 3. I happen to really like these ads. I thought they were cute because I love chimpanzees. Joe, can you run the one of the Kiss Up version? This is about a series of ads about a guy who works with monkeys, right? And I like the one with the whoopee cushion, actually. I thought they were really cute. Did you think these were effective?
Well, the consumers thought they saw the human factor in these situations. They recognized these ads by recognizing people that they work with.
All right. And what about you, Donnie? What do you think of these?
They were kind of cute.
I think this guy is really a winning guy and very appealing.
He's cute.
He doesn't have a lot of competition, mind you.
One of our participants, Katie, said he's got a contract coming out of this deal.
Really?
I thought the pop culture moment of the entire Super Bowl to me was Paul McCartney singing "Hey Jude." There was something about that just says where we are as a culture.
Wouldn't it have been nice, though, to have
a
bunch of diverse entertainers come on stage and sing with him? I would have done that if I'd been producing that.
I don't know. I just got chills. I just thought, wow, this is where
What's
we should be as a Super Bowl.
What's your generation, particularly?
And yours being...
All right, let's talk about
the DuckTale thing.
The Anheuser-Busch Troop, thank you. And I have to agree with you, Donnie. That was my favorite ad of the night. I thought it was really powerful and moving and not too treacly. And I've actually seen this happen at airports. And so it really resonated with me. And I thought it was just a wonderful tribute to the troops. And I just love the faces of the troops as they walk through.
And it wasn't overdone either. It was just right on the money. And that's what great advertising is.
Let's just let this run for a few seconds because it really is so good. And at the very end, it just has a very simple thank you.
Right.
And I just loved it. I thought it was great.
It's a perfect ad by an American company for American soldiers. At the end of the ad, one woman in our focus group who used to be in the Army put her head down on the table and actually cried.
I wonder if those were real soldiers. Is that a dumb question?
No, that's a good question. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they were.
All right. Well, like you, I like that ad. And unlike you guys, I actually like the Mama's Boy ad, and I think women might have liked this. They just needed a better tagline because they didn't associate it with Degree deodorant enough,
Once again,
right?
it's a bit of a disconnect.
They should have said, like, Mama's Boys don't sweat. They're too dainty, but you probably do. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny because everybody knows a Mama's Boy. I love that they have a magnet that attaches him to his mom, and that they have, like, 6 guilt trips, that she says. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of clever and funny.
You mentioned something about Matt.
No, I didn't. Don't get me in trouble now.
That's also the beginning of the campaign. They're going to introduce later on the wuss and the suck up.
Yeah, and the creepiest ad, Quiznos. That baby totally creeps me out. Am I right? That Quiznos, that baby?
He used to be in another ad also. He's in a show.
He's in a TV show.
Oh, he is?
That's the Baby Bob character.
Yeah, look at him. I just think he is beyond creepy. I mean, it's hard to say that. I don't mean it personally about that baby, but there's something slightly pedophilish
Yeah,
about
the spot
it.
finished way down in the bottom half of our poll.
All right, well, it's great to see you. This was fun. Donnie Deutsch and Mike McCarthy from USA Today. Thank you all, and thank you for letting us tag along with you as you sort of tested how viewers felt. Up next, the company that told its employees, quit smoking or lose your job. We're going to see if management is following through on the threat. That's right after these messages.